Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Welcome Pisces to Channel Future Tarot. My name is Bella. Today we're going to do your energy check-in for the end of October, about 20th to the 31st, with Sun, Rising, and Venus signs of Pisces. Take what resonates with you, toss the universe what does not. It's not meant for you, and that's totally okay. Check out your other placements and the readings that go along with that to get some alternative guidance if you don't find it here, okay? I am going to use a singing bowl. As I do so, taking that deep breath in and then exhaling whenever you feel so inclined to do so, to help balance your energies. Prepare for the messages, okay? If you are new or returning to the channel, welcome. So happy to have all of you. Thank you very much for liking, sharing, subscribing. It means so much to me to see the channel growing, so thank you. All right, so let's get started, Pisces. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Some jaw-dropping moments coming this week, couple weeks coming. There's emotional clarity coming in for you. I did get a lot in your meditation here. I did make some notes, but there is a lot of very much non-negotiable self-care happening here as well. Stop resisting that change kept coming over and over for me. Your intuition practically shouting at you at this time. I kept seeing numbers like 17, 28, 35, 41, 42, and 45. So take that how to make it for you. Self-love coming out in your special messages. And it says today, I love myself fully. I accept myself exactly as I am. And I'm able to recognize my own divinity to appreciate the purity of my soul. I take the time to care for myself. I enjoy myself. I nourish myself, I'm kind to myself, and I am grateful for who I am. Absolutely, Pisces, you gotta be grateful for the lessons, and everything in between, right? And you got everything changes coming out. We're about to go into Scorpio season, so it's a powerful transformational time, as well as that new moon that happens to be going in Libra. You're going to be feeling this energy as a water sign tremendously. Everything changes. A soft light radiates from my heart. It illuminates those around me and transforms every situation I encounter. I maintain a positive attitude in spite of all difficulties I may perceive. No matter the circumstances, I remain a source of true joy. Everything changes when it is bathed in the light of the divine. We did draw some peace messages that we will read from the book at the end of the reading, they'll be powerful and transformative. Sorry. All right, let's jump in. We're gonna draw the next 7 days from you, and then we'll clarify them. Sun, Rising, and Venus signs. Pisces is coming in from 20th. The 27th, and Rising, Venus signs of Pisces. If you know, we often kind of resist change, nobody likes it, right? And I feel like this is that sort of, not that you haven't been kind of having to adapt to change, but I feel like there's a moment in this week coming that you're just going to be like, oh, you're forced to see that you have to stop resisting what you've been sort of trying to avoid. The Fool card coming out in reverse. Like I hit, you're resisting taking that leap of faith, resisting on that change. Everything changes, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be bad, right? And I feel like there's that sense sometimes, just because we don't have the answers to the unknown, it obviously, makes us question it, right? I feel like for you, the path is good and full of positivity once you see past the fact that everything has to change, right? Everything is meant to change, and that as soon as you do, that there's some beautiful blessings behind the change coming in as well, right? Take a look at the 21st. Yeah, that 9 of Swords coming in, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of worry here. So you could be worried about, upcoming energy. What is changing? You could be worrying about what that means for you, either, within your career, your love life, financially. What this change means for you is it's got you kind of up at night, causing you a lot of sleepless nights, and making you sort of fret and worry about, you know, in a negative way, right? That may not be so much there. You could be fretting about something that's not necessarily there, right? That fear of the unknown, right? We have that 10 of Wands in reverse. You have to leave the burdens behind here. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but this is leaving the burdens behind, accepting what is just too heavy to continue. And that is possibly what you're looking at doing, accepting that, okay, this didn't work, job, relationship, whatever that is. And it isn't a loss, it's a lesson. Take it as it is, take that lesson, and move forward. Drop the burdens that you're holding on to, like the last sack of potatoes on earth or something. There's that heavy energy. And no judgment here, because we've all been there, right? It's painful to let something go, especially when you had hoped for it to be so much more. That 8 of Wands, quick moving energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is going to start to speed up throughout this process. Like I said, this jaw-dropping moment, this, stop resisting the change. Eventually the universe kind of ushers in the change for you, right? There's that emotional clarity that comes in, and it is going to come in quite swiftly. In however source of information, this is going to happen quite quickly by the end of this week, right? You're going to start to see the transformation and the clarity come, like, whoa, a jaw-dropping moment. I keep hearing it's just going to be an epiphany here. That King of Pentacles in reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it could be around money. So it could be around somebody that may have control, or you may have some sort of shared assets or money with. Or again, this could be around your job, right? So feeling like your job's on the attack in some way. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles also in reverse coming out. Okay, so that, there's new opportunity here, but you're just not seeing it. Again, stuck in that mindset of that it is not going to be, it's not going to be as good as this was, or it's not going to be abundant, or it's not going to be as loving, or it's not going to be whatever it is. You are stuck in that mindset and preventing the wealth and the abundance coming in, essentially. You have Temperance on the bottom of the deck. Here, Sagittarius energy, that is that balance, that inside, internal balance within yourself. That 3 of Wands is also there as well, suggesting that new opportunity on the horizon, looking for that new beginning, but still a little bit stuck in the past, stuck in, what is there. For some, reason you don't want to leave something behind. Time, investment, and just afraid of the unknown, right? Can I clarify the Fool card in reverse for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? Can I clarify the Fool card? That Queen of Swords, that kind of bitch energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be dealing with somebody that's like that, or this could be you just sort of in that intellect, in that mind space. You're just kind of turning your back away from everything. You're gathering some information, some truth-seeking information. Like I said, that emotional clarity that comes in, that is kind of kept you up at night. I feel like is going to come to you. There's clarity coming in. She's got that owl on her shoulder. You're definitely going to get some, emotional clarity. Maybe, it may not feel that great, but it's going to be coming. I feel like the 6 of Cups coming underneath that 9 of Swords. This is this past repeating itself, that sense of nostalgia, again, holding on to the good times of the past, what once was good, or even the moments or fragments that may still be good in the lingering times, right? That's what you're holding on to, right? And it's causing you a lot of sleepless nights, because that's what's prevented you from, walking away from this, person, place, or thing in the past, right? Can I clarify that 10 of Wands in reverse? The Empress, nurturing yourself back here. Like I said, that emotional sort of clarity is going to put you into that non-negotiable self-care. That is the Empress coming in, that sense of nurturing yourself, getting yourself back to your best, after this period of worries, and then dropping those burdens, right? And it's going to require a little bit of rest here. Can I clarify that 8 of Wands, Pisces? Taking, you know, it sounds cliche, a lot of drinking a lot of water, getting Alexa off, getting a lot of sleep, all those things are going to be very important. There's that judgment, awakening call here. This is that epiphany moment, like I said, emotional clarity. This is that jaw-dropping moment, those things that you have, you're kind of being faced, the truth that you've been kind of not wanting to face is going to come quite swiftly by the end of this week. You're going to stop resisting that change. Like I said, that intuition that's been screaming at you, shouting at you, that you may be avoiding from past. We have the 9 of Cups coming in with that underneath your King of Pentacles. Once this clarity strikes, once this emotional aha moment happens, you stop resisting the change, Pisces, and you go towards whatever sort of, you know, non-negotiable self-care moment, you know, week 2, whatever it is you need. You're going to get this 9 of Cups. Things are going to start to make sense. It's like they were always, you're going to be like, why didn't I see this before? It's because you were stuck so much in the process, right? The 10 of Swords here, rock bottom energy coming in. You know, I feel like this is, again, the 9 of Cups is only there if you take it, right? If you stay in this energy, the 10 of Swords, that rock bottom lingering energy, the false opportunities that could be coming in and or people that represent them and not going forward, like this 3 of Wands here, you need to see what is that everything changes. Don't stay and linger in the past, because it will be a rock bottom 10 of Swords moment. If you don't go forward with this change and start to accept it and move forward, the universe is going to bring you the same repeating patterns and the same repeating lessons. That's just the way that is. Don't have that 10 of Swords moment. Don't go from that. Take this opportunity, take the lessons that are in this opportunity, pay attention to what your intuition has been trying to scream at you, and start to move forward, and you'll start to see things shift in a magical way. We did get 3 cards in the Peace Oracle out for you. We got Nature out first. Pebble, mountain, dewdrop, ocean. A problem will resolve itself if left to run its natural course. Step away and take a break. Rest and recuperate in nature. Spend some time away from technology. That's good advice for everybody. Absolutely. Forever present coming out here for you as well. It says deep reflection, remembrance, and gratitude. Both negative and positive experience provides valuable teachings. Don't miss the lesson. You are free to choose differently. Safe, soothing, restorative solitude. Peace is not the absence of war or a momentary relief from suffering. It is eternal. Once long ago, humanity knew peace, and to peace we shall return. You know peace now, and it is right here. Embrace it. And strategy coming out for you. Interesting. Your future isn't going to build itself. You're creating it in everything you do. Your feelings, thoughts, and actions are steering your destiny. Shape tomorrow with joyful anticipation. Direct your future with love, compassion, and understanding. With peace as your plan, you and this world just get better every day. Link your core values to your master plan. Beware of actions and slips of the tongue that don't match who someone claims to be. Significant progress is made in small steps. Pay attention to these intuitive moments, that jaw-dropping emotional clarity that's going to be coming to you this week by the end of the month. This is your time to strip that away and stop resisting the change. Take it, run with it. There's bigger blessings on the other side. Until next time, Pisces, namaste.